You can see. Okay, that's Rick, panning right. Here's Steve Toma. Here's Andre Nieto. Here's Flash. Here's Charles Edmond. And here's Jamie Capitelli. Who do you want to talk to first?
Welcome to Earth, gentlemen.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I've been here ever since I was born.
Well, who's got the first question?
Where are you from?
Huh?
Where do you want to go?
I don't understand this pandemonium.
To your ass, huh?
I do not believe these guys are lying. Something about them. They walk in and shazam. Just like all the guys dream about.
Okay, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything, but what do you do when a girl thinks that she's God's gift to the world?
You love them, baby. You love them right back.
We take them around the world.
Actually, basically, that's true. I think women are God's gift to the world. God's gift to men. Women are like the best thing in the world. Absolutely. Give yourselves a hand.
I don't mean to put you guys down, but I saw better-looking guys driving here.
Yeah, we saw better-looking women waiting on the tables in the hotel. I saw better-looking girls in my hotel last night.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Do you guys happen to have any mirrors in your apartments?
Do you? Who are you referring that to, baby?
Any of you?
Yeah.
You know where they are? The diet plan.
We haven't even gotten started, but this is my daughter and her girlfriends. This is what I have been trying to tell you about, ladies. This is what you don't want. You don't want this. Stay away from this.
What are you trying to talk about? You trying to save their virginity?
No, God, this is scary. You guys are going to get sick acting like this.
Are you afraid of men?
He is afraid of
Oh, no, I like men. I like them a lot.
Hold this for me. Hold the mic for me.
Okay.
It's so scary. I don't know.
Who said this? Don't tell him. I was dancing with a girl named Yvette. We were dancing really close. She thought I was very romantic. You see, what happens is I look at a woman in the eyes, and then there's a certain passion and electricity. It happens with me, too. I'm very intimate. Plus, I have a great personality. Who said that?
Andre Reed.
That's me.
Who said that?
Me.
Yeah? Well, tell us, Andre. True. I mean, this is true, is it?
Yes, this happens. Every woman that I spend time with, that I look at her in the eyes, we do have a connection. There is a feeling. Like, I look at her in the eyes, like if I look at this young lady in the eyes, okay. And if she will feel a feeling from me, I'll feel a feeling from her. That's with everybody you feel a feeling with. But there's something that happens when I look at a woman in the eyes. Okay? It's just there is that they feel my.
Something that.
What do you think, Priya?
Why, it's disgusting.
What do you mean?
Than this.
Yeah.
Tell him, baby.
You wanted to say, you'll say.
Yes, I'll say it. If they think they're God's gift to womanhood, this front row is God's gift to manhood.
That's right.
That's right.
First of all, this gentleman right here in the tan jacket, he's referring to we haven't seen beef. I don't know what you're looking at because you don't have no beef on you.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you come to in Staten Island?
Yeah. Who else? Yes.
The one in the middle looks like Pee Wee Herman.
Wait, Phil, can I make a correction? Because she said that I think that I'm God's gift to women. I do not. I never said it either that I think that I'm God's gift to women. I said that I'm God's gift to making love. Oh, yeah? Why don't you take a ride on the saddle?
Yes.
Have you been tested?
No more, baby.
Have you been tested for AIDS lately?
Yeah. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Negative, baby. Sit down.
All right, let's find out. Yeah.
What's the longest relationship you've ever had with a woman? And do you treat her with respect? Or
6.5
do you see her as an
months.
object?
They're not
Which probably
objects.
is.
They're lovely. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're not putting me on the spot like that, so you're big.
I think with the attitudes they have, I don't think they turn on women. I think they just turn them off.
Who turned you on? Sit down.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus Christ, shut up.
I'm in love
Yes.
with you.
What are you?
What do all you guys do for a living?
Yeah. What do you do for a living? Let's start. Rick, you there? Rick, you're 28 years old. You're a male stripper from Charlotte, North Carolina. You lost your virginity when you were 12. You said in a good month you probably with 20 different women, sometimes 2 or 3 at the same time. You estimate that you've slept with more than 2,000 women.
Eddie Bay.
Hey, I tell you, I tour across the whole United States. We perform in front of 300 to 1,000 ladies a night. The opportunity to be with different women is a man's dream. You ask any man in this audience, if they tell you different, they're lying to you. The power that a male stripper has on a national circuit over women after you've stripped and teased them for 2.5 hours.
Really?
They come to you, they're yours like that.
No kidding. Okay. Steve Thomas. Steve, you're 18.
What are you laughing about? Bend over.
Yeah. You what?
You can tell he's
Crazy.
18.
These girls make me, oh my God. You think you are?
He claims he's God's gift to making love. He made that point. He's addicted to sex. Last month, he slept with at least 20 women.
When did he start? At what age?
What?
At
I
what
need
age
about
did
3
he
days
start?
rest a week, baby. Give me a break.
The woman has a question for you.
What age did you start if you've had so many women at 18?
11.
At 11?
That's when I reached puberty. You
that
don't
is
believe
a
me?
sin.
Yeah.
You got a time machine?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to prove it? Get on my
Yeah.
knees and swear?
Yeah.
I'm already down.
These gentlemen.
I'm on cloud 7. Leave me
These
alone.
gentlemen are so in love with themselves. I don't know how they'll ever
my
have a
God.
lasting commitment with anybody
I'm
else
in
or
love
be
with
able
myself.
to love somebody else.
I love my
because they love
girlfriend.
they love themselves too much.
You can't have a lasting relationship with anybody. You have to love yourself.
That's right.
That's
But
what
not
they
as
say.
much as you do.
People
You don't have room to
misinterpret.
love anybody else.
Too much self-esteem.
We're being
Sit down.
realistic,
People
but that doesn't mean that we do not love other people, because I respect and love everybody else also, not just myself.
Well, you
Tell him,
people
Charles.
are obsessed with yourself, and to me, this man
Obsessed?
here is sexier than any of you up there.
So why don't you ask him out? Leave me alone. Right? Why don't you ask him out?
I was just going to say what she said. There's a difference between love and obsession. And what these guys, they're
Isn't there a
obsessed.
kind of a positive thing about feeling good about yourself, being a little cocky, you know, you're
I know, what's
19
the
years
matter?
old.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hurting
I mean,
anybody.
I don't know. Can't we kind of expect that? Is it natural, or do you think these guys are over the top here?
Way over the top.
Andre Nieto, you're 26 years old. You're a go-go dancer, and you do nude modeling.
That's right.
Here goes the industry. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Show me that 10 incher, man.
Across the board, on your best week, how many women have you pleased? From Goldilocks to the right.
Oh, it varies.
Goldilocks.
It varies.
God, I hope I don't lose
Where's
that.
your hair?
I hope I don't
Yeah.
lose that hair when I get that old.
Andre, you, among other things, you feel that, you know, you look a little like Paul Newman.
That's right.
What's the matter? What do you mean?
He has some attitude.
There's some, they're nice young
Come
men.
on, they got to grow up yet.
Yeah.
I bet you I dated her daughter.
He looks like he was left over from Saturday Night Fever in the 70s.
You see, I have a good attitude, man, and people feel that. When I mean, if a woman if she looks at me at least for a few seconds, there's gonna be that as I said before,
thing, isn't it?
there's gonna be that feeling. She may deny it, okay, because she's had bad experiences with other men, okay, but I've been thinking about this for years now. I want to write a book called Express Yourself. And, okay, if I say I'm God's gift to women, it's because I feel love for women, genuine love. Okay, not to use women, but to love them from my heart and my mind and my soul and my body. It's because I have that intention that they feel that. And if you spend any time with me, you'll know that. I'm very romantic. I read love poetry to women. I mean, I would die for women. I would give up my life for any woman. If somebody was to hurt them, I would put my body in front of their body and I would die for them. I'm a go-go dancer I'm a go-go, I gotta say this. Can you hold a second? I'm a go-go dancer for Danceteria, Palladium, and the Limelight, okay? I've been doing that for a while. I do nude modeling because I like to express my whole self, okay? That's what it's partly about. That's why we're alive, okay? I mean, what are we here for? To just, like, be only stuck to ourselves? You need to express your feelings to other people and your thoughts, okay? And that's what we're doing. That's what's making the difference right now. That's why we're here, to tell you this. That's what we're presenting to you now.
I met 4 girls at the China Club. This was great, Andre, you say?
Yes.
You see, I was dancing and I created a crowd when I was dancing. I'm an actor, singer, dancer. One girl said, he's so cute. She kept looking at me and smiling. I was thinking to myself, where's this going? We talked. We hung out with each other. I was dancing to impress her. The girls were saying, roll, Andre, roll. I was rolling on the floor. This one girl was saying, I'll take you home if you roll down the street. They asked me to roll across the street. They said, we like you. I went out with all 4 of these women.
Yes, that happened.
Yeah.
And then I met another girl after, you know, we went out together. I met another woman, and I took her out to eat that night. So we had another time of enjoyment and pleasure. And
I do love women, Andre says. I probably seduced, it's hard to count. Well, maybe a couple of hundred if I think about it, maybe more. It's the eyes. Some women feel lust for me. They tell me you have a great personality. One girl, Daniele, says any woman can fall in love with me. I have a good-looking face and I'm trying to gain weight. I lost when I became a vegetarian. With women, things happen naturally to me. Women feel my feelings. I'm very in touch. I'm also a massage therapist.
Yes.
That's a profession, though. I may go out with a woman if I massage them, but I don't mix my profession with women.
How do your friends and family view you? How do your friends and family view you?
Say that again,
How do your friends and family view you?
How they view me?
Yeah.
Well, to them, I'm just a wild and crazy guy who just is...
Yeah.
He's very passionate. They know I'm very talented.
All right.
And they know that I love women.
Yeah.
Tell me where you go dance, because I don't want to ever go there.
Flash. Okay, we'll break here. Flash.
Yes.
Flash, you're 28 years old. You're from Atlanta, Georgia. You're the one that said you make Will Chamberlain look like a priest. You can't even remember. You're not sure how many you've been with. You're currently dating 6 women from all over the country, so come on, Flash.
Okay, that sounds really bad, Phil. But what it is it's just that I'm 28 and I've loved women. It's not, I don't want you to think, because I see a lot of prejudging here, thinking, like, first of all, I don't consider myself God's gift to women at all. As a matter of fact, I think there's just the opposite. I think God blessed me by giving men women. I mean, women are the best thing in the world. Yeah. Women, if it weren't for women, men wouldn't exist.
Yeah, but you find that women are attracted to you. Do I understand that? Isn't that so?
Well, no, not all women. You can't say that. I mean, like, look at all these beautiful women right here, for instance. I mean, they are so gorgeous. And, for instance, they could go in a bar, and everyone has their own taste. She could like this person. She could like you.
Yeah.
I know the one in the back likes you.
Yeah.
He could like you. I don't know.
Yeah. We haven't, I've got a break here, but we haven't talked with Charles Edmond, 21 years old, and is February's Playgirl magazine centerfold. And Jamie Capitelli, we haven't heard from, 19 years old, says he'll sleep with any girl, but he won't waste his time or money on women. Jamie Capitelli. Jamie Capitelli is from Brooklyn, New York, and we'll be back in just a moment. Your old Playgirl magazine centerfold, here you are at work. Nice-looking young man. Charles, I don't know whether you necessarily... I don't really have to talk them into it. I honestly think that I could get any single girl into bed. I've got that natural charm. But I had to work at it. When I was growing up, I was a fat kid. Then I lost weight, and I turned finding women into an art form. It's fun picking up girls, but it's different with each girl. Now I really get shot down. I rarely get shot down by a woman. I think very highly of myself. Isn't this the kind of self-esteem we're looking for? Huh? What's the matter? Yes.
Are they selective, or do you just sleep with any woman? Is there like a standard you like, blondes, brunettes, or just anyone that comes along?
I don't go around and sleep with just any woman. If I find a woman that I meet, let's say in a nightclub, or I go out with my buddies, and we get to know each other, and there is attraction there emotionally as well as physically, and we hit it off, and we go to bed, then we go to bed. But I don't just go out and make love to any woman that I meet, no.
That's James.
Are they sober?
Oh, you're sober.
Jamie, you're 19 years old. I get their phone numbers if I ever get horny. I just call them. Last night, I told some girls to come over to the hotel. I knew them, and I told them to come over. This week, I slept with 2 girls. I usually just go with them. Jamie, last week, you kicked one woman out of your house after you had been intimate with her. Why'd you do that, Jamie?
Because I made some girl. She came over my house, and I had some other girl coming over at like 6 o'clock. So I had to get her out of the house by the time the other girl came over.
What? Yes.
She said you can't even speak English, but I didn't say that. Okay, what's your name?
Rick.
Rick? Rick, I'm 28 also, and I believe I have a future ahead of me. What do you see yourself doing in 20 or 40 years?
20 or 40 years? There's no telling. That's not the issue of the show. The issue is whether or not we know how to please women and.
Well, I know, but it's
women.
not an investigation, Rick. She's curious.
Come on,
I mean, obviously, obviously you're well built. You work out to be sure, but this isn't going to last forever. I think that's the point. I mean, you're going to.
There's other options. I was in the military 4 years. I can go back to that. I've got other experience of doing. This is fun. This is great. We get to see the world. We get to meet a lot of women.
I bet you.
If I had every woman in this house in a bar with my guys, the U.S. calendar man, at one time, every one of you ladies in here would walk out of that club with a big smile on your face.
Young men, I'm old enough to be your mothers, so I can speak objectively. I think that one day you're going to grow up. I think some of you are rather cute, but I think you're going to grow up.
I don't necessarily agree with what they say, but I do believe they have the right to say it. Also, I believe that most of the women in this room, if those gentlemen got up and started taking off their clothes right now, you'd all go wild.
You think? Yeah. Yeah, you would.
Hi, Phil. I'd like to know, how would you please a woman if she became pregnant?
Say again.
How would you please a
You wear
woman if she
protection, and that does not happen.
Exactly.
I've been sexually active for many, many years. Ever since the scare of the dreaded disease this came out, I have been protected. I've been tested 4 times, all negative. You wear protection. You don't have to worry about pregnancy, disease. It's just 2 people getting it on, having fun, pleasing each other. Say goodbye. You're done.
Phil, I'm wearing a condom right now. I'd like to say that right now. Like you just throw it off. Right there.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We're all valuable human beings, and we all are God's gift, okay, to each other. Now, one thing I'm kind of picking up here is that we're demeaning the intimacy and the beauty of sex itself. Yeah. It's not having sex with someone just to get the thrill of it. It's actually exchanging the passion between your feelings and that person's feelings to each other. So I don't understand. Is the mentality of all you guys thinking,
like
can I get another person?
I think she's absolutely right, Phil. I mean, the mentality, I think, is various here, because my mentality is, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The highest plateau of sexual pleasure you can have is that intimacy. And I don't want it to seem like I'm a type of person, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I really love women, and I like to do things with them. Sometimes we don't even have sex. It's just the point of being with a woman.
So what's the point of having more than one woman, then?
Well, I'm a comedian, and I travel around the country, so if I had a girlfriend, I'd have to leave her at home, and you don't want to be neglected, 6 months out of the year. And basically, you travel around, you meet people, and we just have become friends.
But that's not real love, though. I mean, because if you really love the woman, you'll take her with you, and she'll go with you anyway.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But since I can't support her, one woman on my salary, then she has to work, and she wants to work.
It's keep a lock on your zipper.
What
keep a lock on your zipper. And think with your brains, not your hormones.
Keep a lock on my zipper?
Keep a lock on your zipper and think with your brains and not your hormones.
You're not a locksmith, are you? Okay.
Tell him,
Hold on 1 second. Okay, wait a second. We need to think.
I like her, yeah. Come on, next.
You need to think with your brains and not your hormones. There's more to life out there to experience and enjoy than just having sex.
You're absolutely right. And my highest ambition is to get married right now. I'm thinking about getting married and settling down. But, you know, if I had a show like Phil, I could be in New York and bang, have a wife and some kids. And that's...
I think you're cheapening the relationship you're going to have with your wife by experiencing other people and then have a comparison in your head while you're having sex with your wife. I wouldn't want to do that.
Oh, you know, absolutely. You cannot compare women because women are so vast. Every woman has something special in her that is so different from any other woman, and you cannot compare women. It's impossible.
Can I just say to you, if you want to have a show like Phil, develop your brain and not your...
To say, Phil, I just enrolled in a brain development course, and thanks a lot.
I would like to say that everybody in the audience is, referring to these gentlemen as being scums or so-called dogs. Yeah. But don't you think that there are some women out here who feel this? I mean, who feel the same way as these men do? I mean, they think they're,
You think there are women in this audience that go for some of these guys?
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
Well, what's all this hostility then?
Yeah, what's all this negativity? Let's get something positive like this guy.
Here's some wisdom. Yeah, there we go.
Somebody asked you what was the longest relationship you had. What is the shortest you've had?
A day.
Huh? A day. About
2 hours.
About 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Nah, I know 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I think the shortest relationship I ever had...
Yeah.
I'd sue your barber. The shortest relationship...
Get a lawyer, baby. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
Actually, the shortest relationship I ever had was, I swear to God, and this is like the worst thing I ever did. I went to a party, and I met this girl at a party, and it was somebody else's house, and we wound up in this lady's closet. And someone's... It was incredible.
You don't know how it happened, it just happened.
I don't know how it happened.
Closet. That's why he's on here.
I have one question. Would you marry a girl who would...
May I have your attention, gentlemen, please?
Would you marry a girl who would fool around the way you fool around?
Absolutely not, and I would never...
Well, why not? That's a double standard.
No. The point is, if you're married, you should not fool around. I am not married. It's okay, but if I'm married, I will not fool around.
Would you ever marry one? If you're single, you're a single guy and a single girl. Would you marry a girl who would fool around the way you fool around?
You mean while we're married?
In the past, if you had a past the way you have.
Absolutely. Yes.
Girls, can I ask you a question in the front row?
Yes.
Would you go out with one of those guys?
Yes. They would. I'm 26 years old, and I'm currently dating 6 women. You want to know what I look like? Let me look at myself in the mirror. I think I look a little like, well, I'll tell you in a minute, except my facial structure is similar to this movie star. I'm sexy looking. I have sexy eyes. Girls love to look into them. Something happens when girls look into my eyes. We studs express our thoughts and feelings to women. I look like a Romeo. I look romantic. My face exemplifies that. I have a sexy nose. It's kind of big, but it's sexy. My upper lip looks like an eagle flying. I've been told that I have a genius IQ. I have a lot of intellectual concepts that I share with women. You know who that is? It's Andre. It's Andre.
Yes!
Yeah.
The Diet Center is right down the road.
Open one show at a time. You said this.
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, this is.
That's how I feel. That's exactly what I feel, and what I've been told, and what I experience in myself.
Very good. That's what we're looking for here.
I feel that, if you don't see it that way, then you just haven't confronted me yet. You haven't seen the light, okay? And it's not being vain or arrogant. It's just the truth to me. It's what I've experienced in my life. And I'm gonna write a book called "Express Yourself" by Andre Nieto. And I really have a lot of things that I want to talk about. And I think that the solution, why the women think negative about the men and they don't believe, and that the main problem is that the women don't believe that the men love them. And the men don't believe that the women love them. That's the concept that I was trying to talk about to the interviewer on the telephone.
Very good.
And if once you start to see...
Andre.
If you... Can I say one more thing?
Yeah,
the simple truth of it all is, to me, is that if you it's John Bradshaw, the psychologist, I saw him on Channel 13. He says, express your feelings and your thoughts to each other. It's very simple but hard to do.
Jamie.
That's what I do. That's why I attract women.
You're talking about love. We're not talking about love. We're talking about lust right now.
And lust. You express your lust, everything.
Jamie Capitelli, you do pretty well yourself, right?
I can't complain.
Can't complain. So you've never, you ever had your heart broken by a young woman? You have?
Yeah. My first love.
Your first love. Yes. Yeah.
What is this, a scorecard that you're keeping with us? You know, we're women, we're human beings. Do you have a concept of that?
You understand?
I don't keep a scorecard. I'm not up here saying I'm a stunner or anything.
You do okay.
What's that?
Who cares if you do okay?
The country, shut up.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm a stud.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm not to lay on your boyfriend.
You guys are the reason all women think men are pigs. Do you know that? Absolutely.
You're the reason why men don't get the respect that they should get. We're up here, we're confident men. What, you have to be a confident man. All I'm saying is I'm a confident man. I demand respect for myself, and I give respect to others, okay?
To be quite frank, you're the only one on the panel who seems to have some kind of self-confidence and calm about him. But this Bon Jovi character over here, and Pee Wee Herman. I mean, come on. You guys, I mean, what is it? Like this lady says, is it a scorecard? You're out there with a loaded gun, you have to shoot it every time? Get over it, gentlemen.
Like I quoted before, I'm addicted, so be quiet.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Steve.
you shouldn't be wearing that flag.
Steve, chill out.
Go back to Russia.
Steve, may I have your attention, please?
Yeah, you will.
What I'd like to know is if any of you were ever lucky enough to fall in love and have a family, maybe a daughter, and she would bring home one of you, what would you do?
I was in a relationship with a girl by the name of Jessica, who I still is continuing, and 2.5 years. We are very intimate, and it is a great relationship, and I have no problem with that. So
if I were married, Phil, and had a daughter, and she brought home someone like me, I'd be honest with you, I'd shoot him. I'd shoot him. Yeah.
We're in New York City with 6 guys who are saying, "Hey, I'm popular. Why should you make fun of me for that? Women go for me. I'm having a good life. I take care of myself. I make no women pregnant. How can I help it if they somehow are attracted to me? It's a problem most of the guys want to have. I'll give you a chance, Steve, in just a moment." Certainly gotten the attention of this audience. You know, Steve, you're a little bit...
What, too arrogant? Too arrogant, too pompous?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Rough around the edges.
Yeah, what?
I just want to know why you're so rude to everyone. I mean, every time someone says something, you get up and have a comment. I don't understand.
Why not? Why not?
Because
I'm making him feel better.
You tell me
He
why
knows
you're
that he
why
said
do you have to be
something
so
right when I do
I
that.
can't even finish a sentence. You're talking.
How am I supposed to answer? Oh, please.
You say you're addicted to sex, but is it to men or women? Because every time there's a commercial break, you touch every one of the guys up there.
Whatever. What's she just saying?
Number 2, I'd like to know what kind of home life you came from, because you are one of the most obnoxious people I've ever met. And you're a disgrace to New York.
If I wasn't obnoxious.
Steve, let me give you a chance to get this audience back, Steve. You think inside you're a warm teddy bear kind of guy, and once in a while, so you're a little bit loud.
Yeah, so what? Once in a while, I'm the devil.
Steve, what do you do for a living, Steve?
I work in the cleaners.
You work in the cleaners? Good for you. Hey, he's working.
That's right. Get off my back.
Yeah, and you're drug-free, right, Steve?
Exactly.
Yeah. You dance, so you like to dance.
I love to dance.
Let me hear some of that music. Let me hear it here. Nice and loud here. A little louder. Give a little suggestion about the gift. Show them the talent, Steve.
Come on, get it, man.
You come up and do that. You cannot.
Good, man. That was great.
That's good. Have any of you guys, especially you, Steve, ever been turned down?
No. Of course not.
I've been turned down a lot of times.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you never know until you try.
Yeah. That's right.
Is that what your charm was all about, that dance? Is that like how you get women?
Sit down.
Yes.
I think it's really hard for this audience to understand how women respond to you when you have no respect for anybody.
Because when I walk up to a woman in the club, I don't come out all arrogant and pompous. I come up to you nice and humble, baby.
Yeah.
How do you get women? You're so obnoxious.
That's right. Look at me now and look at me later. Yeah. That's why I'm sitting up here and you're sitting there.
How do you what?
How do you get women? You're so obnoxious and you have no personality. I don't see how anybody looks
How do
at
you
you.
know? You don't even know me. Sit down.
I think this is the whole point, is that you want attention, you love attention. And that's exactly what we're feeding into you. So let's go to someone else.
Baby.
Let's go to, like, the nice man who's sitting there with the white jacket, who has manners and class. I was just going to say, the only one who has any sort of sexy, anything going for them is that man. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to know you. Because you're so obnoxious, I wouldn't want to know you.
How do you know that underneath all this bluster, there's not a real teddy bear? How do we know this?
Because you could see right through him.
You can see right through him?
Oh,
yeah, you look like glass.
I would never give you the time of day.
I'll tell you what, he's working for a living.
Good.
I don't know why I'm giving you my time now.
Can I say something?
Sure you may.
I just want to say something.
Yeah, Jamie wanted to say. Go ahead.
I'm not up here thinking who I am or anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think I'm a stud. Because I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a nice guy. You meet girls in clubs nowadays, you walk up to them, they're like, they don't want to give you the time of the day, and they don't even know you. Because I'm a nice guy. I don't walk up to a girl with an attitude, nothing. I don't think I'm anybody. I think I'm a nice guy, and that's it.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
How do you know?
Girls that you meet nowadays, they don't want a relationship. They don't want nothing.
I'm going to ask you what
so you should just keep your mouth shut because you don't know nothing. Tell them. I meet girls. I know how girls are. All right.
This used to be a show that I could control.
They just want to go with you, and that's it. All right.
I used to just walk around and people would stand up and ask questions. People would say, "Please, I'm sorry." You know. Incidentally, what kind of women are, generally speaking, the single women with whom you might socially engage, what are they like? I mean, tell me.
They're just normal people that'll come up. In my situation, performing in front of so many women, they'll just come up to you and And
they're nice people.
They're just really nice. They say, hey, you look good. And if I'm interested, I'll say something like, yeah, I taste good too, something like that.
No.
Oh, yeah, and that'll eliminate everything that you need to know. There's no romance involved, nothing like that. If you say something like that.
Well, Rick, let me just say to all of you that the word we get from women is that the guys out there are all kind of, he'll get that back on. The guys out there are kind of jerks. I mean, that they're only interested in one thing, and that we're getting lots of complaints from single women, not unlike this young woman here. I'm not speaking for her. I don't know how she feels. Do you know what I mean? What is your general overview of women, her age? I mean, your age.
Exactly. I think they should be put on a pedestal. I mean,
I know you do. I'm asking you what's out there. Women, single women, are saying the men out there are immature.
Also. But yeah, he's absolutely right. Women, it's funny. I look at the women out here and they're all sitting there judging, going, he's a scum. He slept with more than one woman. But you know what the funniest thing is? You will meet a woman, and I hate bars, number one, but you will meet a woman and they act, the little women act like, oh, I'm like a nun. And then you get them home and they're like, rip off your clothes and let's go.
That's right.
You found that, did you, Steve? That's what you find as well. Yeah. It's a talk show, Steve, but maybe I shouldn't encourage you.
I have a question for Jamie.
Yes, Jamie.
I was wondering, you said in the beginning that whenever you were horny, you dialed a number. I was wondering, was that a 900 number?
I didn't say I just dialed a number. I didn't say I just dialed a number if I was horny. I would have called you.
Yeah.
Tell her, Jamie.
Yes. Hold that up to you.
You don't think so either.
So I want to know if I'm standing in a bar and you're interested in me and you want to have some social interaction.
Do you go to bars?
Occasionally.
Why?
Occasionally. With friends.
To meet a man, right?
Hey, we're being a little judgmental. But what I want to know is,
yeah, they go with their friends, right?
That...
You're out there looking for the same thing we're looking for. You can't deny it.
If I wanted to meet you in a bar...
You have no idea.
She has a question.
Can I say what I'd say to you if I wanted to meet you in a bar? Because you're a very attractive lady, and if I wanted to meet you in a bar, I'd come up to you very nicely, being total genuine, because not fake at all. I'd just say, hi, how are you? My name is Charles. Could I buy you a drink? Try to talk to you for a little while. I wouldn't try to, would you like to go back to my place, this and that? Very sincere, and that's how it happens.
Whereas Steve would hide in your trunk. And,
I must make a correction. I must make a correction.
What is it?
Because I am far from hiding in the trunk, baby. But anyway, when I'm in a club, I don't walk up to a girl. I go down where everybody's battling and dancing, as all you teenagers out there know. I burn everybody, and they come up to me pinching my gluteus maximus, and the rest is history.
I was just
wondering, Jamie, do you date younger or older women?
You date younger or older women, Jamie?
I got not younger. 16 maybe is the youngest.
I just want to say that whatever the audience has to say negative about these gentlemen, there are some gentlemen on the panel, there are women out there that are obviously attracted to guys like this. So we really can't say if you don't want to choose a guy that acts the way they do, or many of them have a lot of self-confidence, and we have to look at that as a positive side of them, and if that's not your style, don't pick it.
That's exactly right. A woman will not do what she does not want to do, right? And I could not talk any one of you ladies out here into doing anything that you did not want to do. So it's all coming from inside your needs. It's all right there.
Hang on just a second. Steve Toma, the warm pussycat who wove himself into the hearts of all the women in our studio audience.
Knock on wood.
Wants to be an actor.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's got a shot, I think. Sure. Huh? He'll do a good job. And the women in the front row that have attracted the attention of all the male guests on our stage are sitting here wondering why they didn't go to the David Letterman show. Is that right? Your feelings about nice guys?
Depends. They're nice. Some of them. Yeah, some of them. It seems like every time somebody stands up to say something, they put him down. So.
They're attacking us. Well, everybody has their own opinion, so. But I wouldn't, preferably want to be with any guys. I've been with so many girls.
Yeah, well, one at a time we're talking.
Well, I'd be afraid to be shot down on national TV.
Right. You can pass if you want.
No, but, I mean, they're all attractive, but I think, if
What is attractive?
they're a little nicer,
What'd you say?
Look inside.
Where is attractive?
Yeah.
First of all...
This has been a long show for you, hasn't it?
First of all, I want to know, what school did they go? How much education do they have?
Yeah, how much? Because that's an
How much
important thing to
education
know.
all of you had?
Yeah. Well, very. Some are college
You
educated.
don't know how to talk. You don't know how to present of yourself.
Sit down.
It's a Brooklyn accent.
Sit down, baby. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah. What?
If she keeps us up, I'm going to have to bail her out.
Yeah. Did you accompany this woman to
She's one of my nieces.
She's one of your nieces?
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
And this is
Who's this?
my niece.
These are both your nieces.
That's
yes.
right.
And you come to the Donahue show? Your first time here?
No.
Oh, you've been. This is the weirdest. This is the worst show you've ever seen. So you really should get tickets for another show here. Okay, well, hang on. We only got about another minute to go. All right. Yeah. Yes.
I would like to know if any more of these respectable gentlemen on the panel have any advice for Steve here, because obviously what he's doing is not working, because the type of women he's attracting, I don't know who's going to go for that. So maybe you guys...
Says he's doing fine.
Maybe you guys could give him some advice.
He's a good guy. Steve's a really good guy backstage. He comes out, he's got a nice attitude. But he comes across a little arrogant, but he really is a good guy, talking with him backstage. But women do flock to this man. Believe me, they do flock to him. He's got an attitude. He's got a very good reason to have an attitude.
Call Eddie bad.
Basically, Phil, it's pretty much a bottom line as far as every woman should know and not be naive that every guy, and you say, is out for the same thing, one thing, and that sex is on the top of our minds because we're guys. Don't fault us for that. It's you. You are the faucet to turn it on to whether you give in or not.
Really?
And basically, when you go on a date, you can tell, because women are like little shrewd foxes. They make up their mind even before they leave the house on a date whether or not they're going to sleep with a guy or not. And not only do they do that,
I got news
they wear
for you.
panties accordingly.
Is it Hercules on the end?
Yeah.
We want to see you dancing. Are those breakaway pants?
No, these are not tearaway. No, they're not. But they come down nice and slow.